welcome back to another edition of Monday Night Highlights from the NFL. This week, we're going to talk about some good stuff. But before we get going, let me do my intros because, you know, that's how we like to get started on this. As you know, recurring co-host in this, well, we'll cover who's missing, but we've got the CEO for the Too Lit Supports Discord, crown champion of Fortnite, crusader of the collabs, a TikTok legend in the making. He puts the lit in Too Lit, Mr. Hot Chocolate himself, BigJ, Too Lit.
Let's go.
And then we have my cousin, my favorite non-related cousin. He's one part of his clan called Motivation for Greatness, one of the most electrifying streamers on Steam.
Yes.
I'm not saying that right. On Twitch.
It's all good.
It's all good.
We're here.
We got it. We're still going. The DBD Cankle God himself, Vian.
Yes. And then in this corner, you have the one and only,
right here,
the one that shines bright, the one that gives the best introductions for the mental health podcast out there.
Yes.
The one and only, the admin for Too Lit.
The best moderator in the building.
She is one half of the owners of the Shiny 10-man army. Let's go.
Hey.
And she's also in the Bearded Kingdom community.
Yes.
She is the one, the only, the best to ever do it.
Shiny. The best there is. The best there was.
The best there ever will be. ShinyHero. Let's go.
Yeah. Who is this person? Gosh, I sound like I like her already. I don't know who she is.
Amazing.
Hey, look in the mirror. She's you. Let's go.
Let's go.
We're having too much fun.
That is how you hype somebody, yo. Let's go.
That is gas her up, yo.
Gas her up for sure. Straight up.
Hold up. Tell me about it. Ooh. Well, we got a great night. We had a great night to talk about so much stuff. Right. We were talking about this in the wings about how many upsets there were.
Yes.
So, I kind of have a big one, but I'm going to save it. I'm going to see if you guys picked the same game that had the biggest upset that we actually picked.
Right.
Who you all want to go with?
Let's go ahead, go down the list. Go ahead, start it. What
I'm gonna see who had that. I'm gonna look at the scores real quick and see who had the highest. I think the highest scoring of the ones we picked was Chiefs versus the 49ers at a game. We were 44-23, and you two picked the winner on that one. So GG's, gentlemen, GG's.
Yes. I'm gonna say this. As much as I about the 49ers and Chiefs game, like I still said, all in all, great game. There was no defense played, by the way. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that because it was just too much scoring. But man, how about still Patrick Mahomes still just throwing dots everywhere? Man, you even got a name I ain't never heard of in a long time. It's been a while. Juju Smith-Schuster getting him a touchdown. How about that? I'm just saying.
Man.
Wide receiver for the Chiefs, man, number 9. Dude actually played pretty good that game. I mean, I think that was his second touchdown of the season. I don't even think he has that many touchdowns. So it goes to show you how the Chiefs spread their offense around. You know who their main weapons are. You know what their weapons are. But at the same time, they, like straight up with Andy Reid, their head coach, always just dialing up plays, man, to get everybody involved. That is how you still coach a team with that much talent. And, shout out to the 49ers. I mean, they did what they could. Having the number 1 defense, man, is just that, in my opinion, still on paper, you could be the number 1 defense, but can you stop this offense, though? You can be the number 1 defense on paper, which that's who the 49ers were. They came in as the number 1 defense in the NFL. Yet they got scored almost 50 points on them. So any given Sunday, like we say, right, guys? Any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday.
What's up with those stats, cousin?
So Patrick Mahomes went 25 out of 34, 423 yards.
Say that one more time, please.
For the people in the back, 25 out of 34.
Yes.
423 yards. Not 1, not 2, but 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. I'm saying
that INT don't even matter with them.
It don't even matter. Those other stats. Oh man, ridiculous.
Man, I'm just saying, man. That dude. I'll tell you, man. I mean, again, it's almost like a bounce back game because remember, they had a great game when they played against the Bills, right?
Mm-hmm.
But to me, this is still like another thing. It's a statement win, especially against the #1 defense, right? A defense that's that stingy, but then you score 44 points on them, like they don't even look like it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And how about the defense for the Kansas City Chiefs, though? How many sacks they got on Jimmy G? Oh my God.
Let me just check this out. So,
oh my God.
I love your facial expressions on this.
it's so crazy because I mean I didn't think that the defense of the Kansas City Chiefs would play as good as they did. To get as many sacks as they got, they literally played how San Francisco defense should have played against KC. I'm just saying, it was like a flip-flop, you know?
So you got 2 half sacks, you got 2 sacks, a half sack, 1.5 sack. So like, yeah, he was getting
almost got sacked like 7 or 8 times from what they were showing us on Sunday. Yeah, that dude was running for his life. KC was just Steve Spagnuolo, their defensive coordinator, was like, finish him, like on Mortal Kombat. Straight up, man. He sent the hounds on him, man. And again, kudos to a team that came well prepared to take care of business after, like, you know, just a great game that they had just a week ago.
Right.
So I gotta say that was a really good statement win for the Chiefs. They did that.
Right.
Before we get too far away, I just want to ask you guys' opinion because I read this little blurb about the trade that just went down.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah. So I just kind of want to call your attention to that and just say, how do you think that's going to play out? What are you thinking the outcomes might be from this McCaffrey trade, knowing what was given up and went down in the deal?
Now, I am going to say, when it comes down to Christian McCaffrey, everybody, if anybody in here, of course, knows football, Christian McCaffrey is an outstanding, phenomenal athlete. Okay, to be in that position at running back and to still play like a wide receiver, he's one of 3 players behind Marshall Faulk. Ooh, Lord, that's a whole name right there. Marshall Faulk and Roger Craig, and then it's him. He's only 3 players in a season that's ever received 4,000 yards at running back and rushed for 1,000 yards at running back in the same season. So Christian McCaffrey is definitely in a class of his own and is in one of the elite classes when it comes down to that. Well, now the trade value of him, I think it's fair because, again, remember Christian McCaffrey has an injury history. So that's why I think, you know,
but he's young. He's young. He's only 26.
That's what I'm saying. He's very injury prone, so that's why I think they didn't get as much value, but it was a fair value trade to get a 2nd round pick for next year's draft, to get a 3rd round pick for next year's draft, and I think a 4th round pick. I think it was a 2nd, 3rd, and a 5th. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I'm looking at it. It says 2nd, 3rd, 4th rounders in 2023 and a 5th rounder in 24.
Okay, so I left it off. So see, they got 4 picks. You know what I'm saying? So that shows you his value. But they weren't going to get a 1st round pick, but at least still the 2nd and 3rd round pick kind of makes up for that. You know what I mean? Because you can find, and don't get it twisted, because you can still find diamonds in the rough in the 4th and 5th rounds. So, I mean, it's just, it all depends on.
And there might be something else that happens.
Yeah.
So you don't know. I mean, like, you still got to get through the 2024. They may pick up and, you know, do another deal later on down the road. So anything can happen. I really.
But the good call out on that trade though, Shiny. That was something I didn't even think about.
Good looks.
They really just traded for him last week, and he already played. He played in the game like just last night. So, I mean, still, shout out to great pickup by the way, San Fran. Christian McCaffrey is going to be a stud for you guys, and that great coach in Kyle Shanahan, he's a good coach in my book, you know. So I think they'll be okay. They'll use him well, and great pickup. You know what I'm saying? Even though y'all gave up a little bit, y'all had to get him. Still good pickup in my book.
Now let's see who else came in with a high score. Okay, here's the one I really want to talk about because this is the one that This was the one that getting me because I wanted to vote for them. I wanted to pick them, and I'm mad. And I look at this score, and I'm like, darn it!
Yeah. Which one
Saints Cardinals.
Oh, yeah.
Saints 34, Cardinals 42. My
we
Redbirds.
fell for it. We fell for it. But didn't I tell you, cousin, what I say? I was like, watch this fool Kyler Murray ends up getting the W in this game. And we don't pick him, and he gonna win. And sure enough, that's why I was like, see, it's always just, I mean, you never know. And that's just really how that's why I love this game so much, guys. Is that you never know what team is going to show up and really just do their thing. As much as we know about Kyler Murray, they've been crap this year. It's just being real, okay? They have not been playing well. Kyler Murray hasn't been playing well. And granted, he didn't have some of his weapons starting off in the season because of a lot of injuries or whatever, but we already know that's part of football, okay? Everybody has injuries. It just shows how you bounce back and how you just persevere through the season. But for them to really get that win yesterday, and not only that, they scored their butts off. I mean, good God, like so many points were scored in that game. It's just ridiculous. And Kyler Murray just looked like how he played of old, running around, tossing that pigskin around, doing his thing. I mean, they didn't have a number for. Well, really, both defenses didn't have a number for anyone because everybody was scoring all over the place. So, I mean, like I said, shout out to the Cardinals. Way to still kind of fight through that game because it was still a high-scoring game and still close, by the way.
Well, let's see. So how close? 34-42? Do you think they could have gotten it done, really? Close that gap? I mean...
it's not that bad. It's not that big of a spread. I mean, at the end of the day, what's that, 8 points, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah. I mean, you score a touchdown, get a 2-point conversion. I mean, you're going into overtime. So, I mean, I still call that it's a one-score game. So... Okay. It was pretty close. It was a high-scoring, close game. No defense, but at the same time, still, I liked how Kyler Murray looked in that game, per se. I mean, their defenses were atrocious, but Kyler Murray did good to me in that game.
I just want to say, I see War Machine. He came in and said, how about them Cowboys?
Hey, we're right here, dog. We'll get to that in a minute. While we're trying to,
I just want to acknowledge him. I just wanted to acknowledge him.
Appreciate that, man. Hey, at the end of the day, I know we're talking about the teams. I know we're talking about the games. You already know where we stand. But at the same time, this game between the Cardinals and hold on,
Saints.
Hold on, I had my throat. My bad.
All right, no worries.
The Saints, I don't even know why I picked y'all. I knew y'all were going to probably fail me, but at the same time, I couldn't for once. I pick you one time, and yet, of course, you make me look like a fool once again.
That's why I will not pick them.
I don't know why I even picked y'all. I just don't know, man. I thought that Taysom Hill, they would have used Taysom Hill more, which they did, but I'm just saying it's just, I mean, it's the Saints, man. I mean, that's enough said. I don't even know why I picked y'all. But anyway, go ahead, cousin. What's the stats on it, bro?
All right. Let me break it down. So, Andy Dalton went 30 out of...
You can't even.
Hold on. Say the name again. Go ahead.
Andy Dalton, went 30 out of 47, 361 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Ooh. Dang.
I mean, to be straight and to be honest and to be fair, I wish your boy was in here because then I would have been like, so what's the excuse for that? Because I mean, he was getting on us last, when Cooper Rush threw his interceptions or whatever. It's the same difference, and I see why he's not in here. That's okay. That's okay. That's a stream for another day, and you probably might get it on my stream. But at the same time, I see why he ain't here. Because at the end of the day,
you are missed, by the way.
I was about to dig in that butt about this dude throwing the picks. I'm like, man, what happened to the Red Rocket, man? Oh man, got sizzled out. I'm just saying, man. Them 4 touchdowns mean nothing. For one, you lost. 2, you threw 3 picks, so it don't matter. You lost the game. I mean, it's the same thing he said to us when we lost, right? Am I right?
Damn.
Am I right?
Oh, Josh,
Just saying.
you're right.
Hey,
You're right.
Hey,
You're right.
I mean,
Radical, you're missed.
yeah, you
You're
are
missed.
truly missed. By the way, I mean, it's just so. I know you're not here to defend yourself, but I see what you did there, sir. I see what you did.
I think he would want to be here tonight. I think he
just-
wants to be. I think
Okay.
he wants to be, and you know why.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
why.
Oh man. Yeah.
All right. Any more you want
Still a
to?
good game, but shout out
Yeah.
to the Cardinals, man, for making me once again look like a fool. Thank you.
Yeah. Kyler Murray went 20 out of 29, 204 yards and 1 touchdown.
I'm just saying that's 20 of 29. Like that's great. That's a good game. That's a great game.
Still mad I didn't vote for them. I'm still mad I didn't get it.
Look, ShinyHero, just don't listen to us, man. It just seems like we make just some bad choices. I mean, as knowledgeable as I am of the game, I feel so crapped out sometimes when I just notice on paper that a team is just better than the other team. And then I look at the game and I'm like, see, they didn't come prepared, or they're not ready, or they just I just picked the wrong team. I mean, I don't know.
Oh my goodness. It's like we do our
Like
research.
what we say, like what ShinyHero tells us, go with our gut, damn it. Just stick with who you pick and just keep it moving.
We got an Amber Capone in the building.
Amber! Hey, we appreciate you.
All day.
You know, listen, gotta love lurks as much as chats. Like, listen,
they all help out.
Matters.
They all show love, support.
All of it matters, guys.
All day.
You don't know how much you guys are appreciated. Much love out there for you guys for tuning into this cast, man, and being with these two guys. Even though my boy Radical Foil is not to the left of me right now, I'm telling you, man, I miss you, brother. I really do. I miss you a lot. But we
shall meet next week.
Yes,
we shall.
We shall see what happens. But at the end of the day, man, being with these two guys it's a great opportunity for us, and we appreciate you guys all coming through to watch us and tune in.
Yes.
Great living.
We love this.
Yes, and we appreciate everybody coming through. And if you haven't followed these amazing people, make sure you do.
Please do.
I'm on the red side of things, so if you guys got YouTube, make sure you check me out. Same name as it is here. BigJ Too Lit.
Keep it. What you got to say, son? You got something you want to say, son? Anything?
He's like, you got it.
Nope, he's soaking up the knowledge. He's soaking up the knowledge. That's what's happening over there. Okay, so this next one, I lost, and I probably should have known better, but this was an emotional judgment call. Granted that most of them are for me, but this was final score 20-38. Raiders win over the Texans. You know what? I should have known better, but I just couldn't do it.
You couldn't do the Raiders. I mean,
I totally understand. I understand.
I get it. I get it. I get it. Shout out to David Carr, Devontae Adams doing their thing. I mean, it goes without saying. David Carr did his thing. But even in the beginning of the game, though, I mean, they were still kind of in it at first. You thought that the game was actually going to be quite of an upset. But once again, teams that go into the second half, they turn that switch. Like, okay, they we ain't trying to have this game close anymore. And then all of a sudden, they just opened up a can of whoop ass and just literally just steamrolled through the Texans, which in my mind, because I'm laughing at this camera right now, I don't even know. It's the Texans, guys. I mean, come on, bro.
But they did get the first touchdown, though, right? The Texans
did. Yeah. Yes.
I mean, and I think that was kind of the wake-up call to the Raiders to say, hey, we came to play. How about you? And then they were like, oh, okay. I see you. It's on now. And then they just flipped the switch and
man, they put the hammer. They put the hammer. Yeah, they put the hammer on them. So, Cuzzo, what was the stats on that, man? I'll at you.
So, Davis Mills, the quarterback, went 28 out of 41.
Golly, he threw
302 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. And then on the behalf of the Raiders, Mr. Derek Carr went 21 out of 27, 241 yards, 1 touchdown. So, I mean, the quarterback comparison.
Oh, it's big.
How's it going?
Yes. Big. I mean, when you're down, and still, like, you already know he had to throw them many times because of how much they were down. When you're playing from behind, you tend to pass the ball more than anything else. So That's where I think the 40-something miscues came from on that. But at the end of the day, I mean, the Houston Texans have been in rebuild mode for like the past, 20 years? So I don't know what's going on with them. Anyway.
I don't know what's going on with them, but I do acknowledge someone in the building. What is up, my guy? Yo, listen, another Cowboys fan in the building. Let's go. Man. I see y'all.
They flood.
I see y'all.
They flood.
I see y'all.
They flooding.
They know what's ready. Isn't that what you said?
Shout out to the Raiders again. They took care of business. Y'all already know what it is. I'm always a guy that's like, you take care of the teams that you're supposed to be taking care of, and they went in there and they did what they were supposed to do. I mean, the Texans are 1-4-1. I'm like, bro, come on, that's not gonna cut it. Y'all already know that's not gonna cut it in this league. And the Raiders aren't doing. And remember, they both came in at 1-4. So they both weren't. I mean, I'm just saying. It's just at the end of the day, you go in, you know that you're the better team, you take care of business. The Houston Texans just are not good at all. They're not good right now. And to say that they're even pros sometimes blows my mind. But it just shows you what Houston love, baby. We see you.
Yeah, they're getting it. They're getting it.
We see you.
Yo, that's my guy right there. You already know. So let me see. Like, we're just gonna do a sum up real quick. So we got my boy, I beat, and then we got War Machine, me, the end, Shiny. I mean, we got a lot of Cowboy Nation in here. I'm just saying, and we try to be fair, but let's be honest, man.
I mean,
let's be honest.
Well, I can't be biased because we still are talking about the teams, but you already know what I'm gonna say, okay?
All day.
A lot of people hate us
all day
because they ain't us, okay? Straight up. It's the truth.
Straight up.
It is the most profitable franchise in all of sports, okay? And it is America's team. And by the way, the name was given, okay? It was a given name. It wasn't like we just came in and be like, oh yeah, we're America's team. No, that was given. Okay.
Yes.
So at the same time, it just stuck with us. Everybody, man, I'm telling you, we had this conversation yesterday, cousin. They say,
yes, we did.
The Patriots should be America's team. I'm like, in what life? What are you talking about? What?
Yo.
I mean, just what? Because they're called the Patriots? Is that really where we're going with this? Like, y'all, come on, man. Your coach is still not even close to our coaching wins, bro. Remember the great late Tom Landry? Yeah, he's the third winningest coach of all time. All time. Okay?
All time.
Meaning the Dallas Cowboys was whooping ass when any of these son of a guns in here that came out of diapers. You, me,
hey.
I'm just saying. Come on, bro. I mean, if anybody knows Cowboy Nation, please help me out here. Okay.
Yes.
So do we want to talk the Cowboys game now? Since
why not? Let's go ahead and knock it out of the
yes.
park.
And wait, I just want to say, in my defense, I know I'm from New Jersey, but I lived in Texas when I was a little kid for 7 years. It was the first football game I ever went to. I'm not just Cowboys hype because I'm in New Jersey. I'm Cowboys because that's where my football started.
Football origin started where it was supposed to start. In Texas, baby. Real good.
It was an exhibition game against the Oilers when they were the Houston Oilers.
Battle of Texas.
You went to a star game.
Yeah, let me tell you, I got history, and I bet nobody in chat knows who was quarterbacking that game, who can name it off cuff.
For what time was it?
Just saying.
What year?
We have to go back to the Oilers days. Ooh, good God.
We're gonna go back
to Moon?
Late 70s.
No,
late 70s.
Not Warren.
Come on.
70s, okay.
Yeah. Late 70s.
Ooh,
who got this? Who got this?
So hold on. Do we have to go for the Cowboys on this one?
Yes, Cowboys quarterback.
It can't be Roger. It wasn't Roger. No, it wasn't. No. Danny White. Who was it, man? Danny White. He on defense. That's
all right. We'll come back. We'll let
that's
that.
Bad.
We'll
I don't remember that.
Well, I don't think you were alive back then, so were you?
I'm just saying. I know a little. I go back towards a little bit. I think the last bit was about in the 70s or so. But I don't know that. I don't know the quarterback though back then.
It's all right. It's all right. No worries.
I gotta look that up. I'm intrigued now.
Back when the Oilers were the Houston Oilers before they moved, so that should tell you a little something.
Yeah, that's
homework.
Hey, shout out to Tennessee though, man. When y'all gonna bring us a title, bro? Just saying.
Dang, savage.
Savagery.
I gotta acknowledge this one too. Gotta order myself a Michael Parsons jersey ASAP.
Yes.
I'm with you on that.
Hey man, look, Michael Parsons once again, a force of nature. One of the greatest picks I think we've done. To me, probably in the last 10 or 15 years. Michael Parsons is a freak of nature. That dude is a phenomenal player. But let's get to that. Let's get to this game though. I know that's what we cousin.
Yes, sir.
When it comes down to it, man, how would you rank that defense right now? Once again, let's just go ahead and just throw it out there. We already knew that we were playing the Lions, okay? So that goes without saying. We already know that the Lions aren't on top of par where they need to be. But man, I'm telling you guys right now, and I'm looking at y'all right now in this camera, okay? When I got so much hate when the Lions scored, bro. Like my phone was blowing up. Ah man, what's going on now? What's up with the Cowboys? Blah 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 blah. I'm like, man, are y'all crazy? I'm like, are y'all really gonna sit here and think that the Lions have any chance against the Cowboys? Like that's blasphemy. Straight blasphemy. And at the time, whenever you know how teams get, man, everybody wants to see the Cowboys lose. I don't know why. It's a real thing. They want them to lose.
It's a trend.
It is a straight trend. And I'm like, bro, like it's the Lions, bro. I mean, what are you talking about?
Listen, I get so much hate being in the Northeast and being a Cowboys fan. I get so much hate.
Yeah. But I mean, again, Dak Prescott, it's his first game back, right, guys? In what, 7 games? So we're going to go ahead and put that into perspective, okay? Yeah, it wasn't his best game, but he did not need to be that star that game. The star of the team right now is that defense. It is the Cowboys defense who is the greatest piece to this puzzle right now this season. The Dallas defense does not give up no more than 20 points a game. We just did that last week against the Eagles. That was it. Out of 7 games, we have not given up 20 points except to the Eagles. What more did I need to say about that?
And you know what they're saying? They're saying as of right now that everybody on that team is important, but the main person on that team that does not need to get hurt or suspended in any way or form is Michael Parsons.
Yes.
He is the key to all of this.
Yeah. Dan Quinn definitely is it's like I say this all the time, bro. It's like a chess match when you're playing against a defense like this, because you have a player like Michael Parsons that could be fit. You pick up that piece and you putting him on that chessboard, and he's playing in every position and playing at an awesome rate.
Yes.
And that just goes to show you the mind of Dan Quinn. Like, where I can put this guy for him to be successful. And he's doing that all season long. If Michael Parsons stays healthy, right? And this is just me saying this, okay? He already got Defensive Rookie of the Year last year, right? This year, if we go deep enough, and I'm talking about, because see, you have to account for Michael Parsons every game. That's why he's dynamic still, but like, how crazy he was last year. But this year, I think with the defenses playing the way they are right now,
yes,
he can definitely be Defensive Player of the Year if he, like I feel it, kind of turns it up a notch, because there's still a lot of football left, guys.
It's still a lot of football left, but if he keeps playing at the caliber he's playing right now,
yes,
it's gonna happen.
Yeah, like no doubt. And how about still the defense, man? Them corners are playing well. The deep, I mean, it's just shout out to Jordan Lewis, man. I already know, man. My boy's hurt. He's out for the season, foot injury. That is a big blow to that secondary. But that goes to show you, though, what we need to add, once, because he's going to be on injury reserve. So that's going to be a spot open. We need to definitely get somebody else in that spot to fill in that hole. But shout out to Jordan Lewis, man. The boy got an interception and then got injured. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shout out to him. He literally put himself on the line to get that interception because the game was turning, the momentum was shifting, right? And then shout out again to the defense for stopping them on the 1-yard line.
Yes.
With the fumble. I know we're just on Dallas' side right now, but I'm just saying that's just really how the game went. The game turned as that defense was playing. They kept the momentum shifted every time that defense got on the field. They responded every time. I mean, you only scored 6 points. I mean, that's enough said. All right, I'm through blabbering. Go ahead, cousin. Give us the stats, bro.
So Dak Prescott went 19 out of 25, 207 yards and 1 touchdown.
Yes. You said 19 to 25, right? So that's damn near almost an 80% completion rating by a quarterback. If not,
that's really good. That's really good.
It's just you got to think about it. Like, and then I heard that the running game, sir, actually was doing pretty good this time around. Boy, Ezekiel Elliott got not 1 but 2 touchdowns, huh?
Yep, and he had 15 carries and 57 yards. Tony Pollard had 12 carries and 83 yards.
So you can tell that
very impressive.
They're
dynamic duo.
Yes, sir. That thunder and lightning combo is what they call them, huh?
Yes.
I'm just saying, man. So the formula has always been this all season, guys, for the Cowboys. Defense will win you that football game. They'll keep you in it. Just don't make mistakes on offense. Dak Prescott did not throw no interceptions. He threw his touchdowns. He kept it balanced. He did his thing and did not try to be the superstar because you don't need to be that right now, bro.
Nope.
Rely on that defense to just stop their offense. You get on the field. You do what you're supposed to do. Get back off and let the defense go out there and do their thing. Yes. Enough said. Oh, and shout out to the Lions for still only getting 6 points. It's just, I mean, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be crucial like that, but you cannot. I mean, you can't really talk about a team that only gonna give me 6 points in the game, bro. I'm sorry, I can't. I don't even know. I mean, we already know that Jared Goff is straight booty because I mean he got traded from the Rams, and then Matthew Stafford goes there, and what does he do? He wins a Super Bowl. Just saying. Ooh. It's a crapshoot, man. I mean, once you go to the Detroit Lions, your career is bloom, 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 bloom.
DONE, done.
Out of there, man.
Wow.
But I mean, hey, at least they showed. All I can say is, ShinyHero, at least they showed up. They showed up to come to play, but
they did.
That's all you could do.
They got on the board. They got on the board.
What did
I have one I need to talk about.
Go ahead.
Packers versus Commanders. I picked the right team.
Oh my god.
Okay. I want to read something to you real quick. Go ahead. I got this off of Sports Illustrators. It says, I think this is very telling. Early in the third quarter, okay, after McLaurin beat star Packers corner Jair Alexander for a 37-yard touchdown down the right sideline, the Commanders took the lead, and after scoring, McLaurin returned to the sideline, and on the way there told Rivera, "Coach, just keep giving me the ball." He knew. He knew. He knew they were, and it was it. And it was, he says, the Commanders obliged. Yeah. And it's so telling when they know, when they're just like, I got their number.
Yeah, when they're just better. Yeah, when they're just better than the player. That goes out with a lot of confidence, man. Terry McLaurin definitely is not. I mean, he's not a bad player, man. Terry McLaurin is really, really good. He's a good receiver.
But I mean, he comes to play. He shows up, like he's diving, he's putting in his all. Like some players are not doing that. He doesn't play like he's afraid to get hurt. He plays like he wants to play.
I'm gonna say this. Shout out to Aaron Rodgers for still proving my point, bro. Your cheeks, man. Your straight cheeks.
Can I give his stats? Can I just say his stats?
Yeah, go ahead, because he played like butt.
Listen,
it was still a close game, though. I mean, it was a close 21-23, still a close game.
But these stats is just not like him.
Yeah,
23 out of 35 attempts, 194 yards, only 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. That's not Aaron Rodgers, like you already know, man. Especially against a team like Washington. I mean, don't get it twisted. Ron Rivera is going to get them to get ready to play, right? But it's the same thing, like I keep saying to y'all. Your teams are supposed to take care of teams, but we always say any given Sunday it is. But this game right here is what I'm saying. Aaron Rodgers should have won this game. They should have won, okay? But like I said, though, you overestimate a team and you keep that team in there, and then that team starts to believe, Like, hey, we can really beat this team. Or like, hey, Aaron Rodgers is playing like shit, man. Let's get on. Let's keep at it. And that's why they've lost their last 3 games. It's just Aaron Rodgers, in my opinion, is just I'm not gonna say he's a selfish player because I don't know Aaron Rodgers personally, right? We don't know him personally, but all of his star talent is gone, right? Especially at wide receiver. If Aaron Rodgers is supposed to be this prolific passer, wouldn't you think he would at least have 1, maybe 2 star receivers? Maybe. Nobody even knows who these receivers are that he's throwing to on his team. And that's a real thing. That's really bad. When you got rid of Devontae Adams, I'm like, oh, they ain't trying to win. You know what I'm saying? When Devontae Adams left that team to go to the Raiders, I'm like, bro, something's going on to where, like, Aaron Rodgers, he doesn't have people that wants to come and play for him. He can be arrogant at times. Like, I know y'all see that, especially when he talks to you in the press conferences and stuff like that. He can seem a bit arrogant. But nobody, and I'm going to say this right now, you are not better than the team itself, bro. Whether you believe it or not, you are not better than the team itself, okay? It takes a team to win in football. It takes a team to win in this game. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't take just one player, Aaron Rodgers, that's going to just will your team to victory. It's not going to happen, bro. That's why you lost your 3 games already, because of your poor play. Just being real, your play has been poor. It hasn't been all that great. And still, shout out still to the Washington Commanders for, believing that they're like, hey, man, we don't care if you're Aaron Rodgers. We come out here. We're pros just like you, bro. We're coming out here to take care of business ourselves. And that's exactly what they did.
True.
So shout out once again, Aaron Rodgers, for proving me right, because you suck.
So we got Saint Whisper in the building. How's it going?
Yo, tell Saint what's good, bro.
He say, my nephew. He says, my sis in the background. I'm good, bro. Cooling. How about you? Hey, we out here. We're having a good time. We're having a glorious time.
We're having some fun. We're having some fun at some people's expense, and I feel on the fence about that. Well, I'm on the fence.
We miss you.
All right, let's move on. Can we talk about this next game? There's another one.
Let's go.
This is another one that I was gonna go rogue, and I got talked into hype, and I'm
sucker Dan, huh?
myself again. Bucks versus the Panthers.
Oh God.
Panthers 21, Bucks a whole 3. What the fork happened? I mean, come on.
You know what? Hey, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna say this right now on camera. Okay, right here. I will never go for Tampa Bay ever again. I do not care what team they face.
It's a done deal.
I will not go for them.
Thank you.
They lost to the Panthers. Okay,
it's a done deal.
At the end of the day, like TB12, bro, I don't know what's going on with you, man. I'm telling you, I think it's that divorce that's messing with you. I'm just saying. Ever since that divorce happened, shit, boy, you've been playing booty. So, I mean, hey, maybe it's a mental thing that's going on with Tom Brady right now. Maybe it's age catching up with him, right? Father Time starting to knock on the door. Be like, hey, bro, you've been in the game for 20 plus years, bro. It's time to go, right?
Yeah.
It's time. It's starting to come, guys. The defense is not showing up the way they're supposed to, obviously, because they gave up so many points. TB12 and them can't score points. So, I mean, it's all in disarray. I'm going to tell you right now, though, the smartest person to ever get out of there, shout out to Bruce Arians, former head coach. He said, I'm getting out of here. Man. I don't know what the hell y'all doing.
Well, okay, and so interestingly enough, like doing more reading on this, one of the things that this article writer was saying, the biggest reason the Panthers aren't conducting a fire sale hasn't been raised much, and there's a reason in plain sight. Internal belief says the roster is in a spot where you just need to drop in a good quarterback, and the team could really take off. And as they're proving, that's easier said than done. Trade value on the roster goes to Brian Burns, Derek Brown, Jeremy Chin. They're all 24. DJ Moore, 25. JC Horn, 22. I'm not sure how to say this next name. I apologize if I butcher it. Ike Ikwanu, 21.
I know what you're talking about. I think they're talking about their ages, like, the trade value.
Yeah, and so it says, would you rather have those guys who are established building blocks on your roster or a hollowed out team with a bunch of draft picks? And sure, back to Christian McCaffrey, he's only 26, but it's fair to look at the position he plays, his mileage, injury history, and trade him from that group because it's hard to say what he'll be when the next rebuild is done. So I don't know. The Panthers maybe just.
Well, to me, like how we were talking about Christian McCaffrey before, you're doing him a disservice if you're still trying to have a player that's that dynamic and trying to build, go back into a rebuilding phase with a player that dynamic. You trade him away, you get picks back, then you'll be able to build off the picks that you have. So I mean, again, shout out to the Panthers still for once again making me look like a fool. But I will never pick TB12 in the Bucks again this whole season. You have my word on that. I'm done with that.
Thank you. Now I won't have to feel like I'm insane when I go on these robes and you're like, Shiny, why would you do that? Now I have you with me for some of
on that. Like, okay,
sure. I'm with both y'all. I'm with both y'all.
Yeah, I'm not going for.
We have alliance. No more Buccaneers.
No more Bucks.
No more. Okay.
They got now. Sleep.
Oh, this next one hurts me.
Oh,
this next one hurts me. And Cuzzo, this is gonna hurt you too. So buckle up. Chargers versus the Seahawks. Seahawks won that game 37-23. Cuzzo, you and me went in on the Chargers. Radical and Jay went in on the Seahawks.
I just want to say one thing, and y'all can take the floor. Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Geno Smith. 20 out of 27, 210 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Oh, you see what I did, huh?
I see. But they got some kind of formula, man. They're doing their thing,
what
man.
I said though, look, man, I did pick the Chargers because I went with the more talented quarterback with Herbert. But shout out to still Pete Carroll, man, for the Seahawks head coach, man. He just knows how to make good out of like his players. He motivates his players. He's a great motivator, and he gets his team to victories. That's how he has always been. Pete Carroll has been that way since USC, man. I kid you not, in college. That dude could have juniors in high school play against college players and probably win against them, how much he motivates his team. That's how much of a motivator he reminds me of, you already know, and I know Cowboy Nation out here, your boy Jimmy Johnson. I'm just saying, Jimmy Johnson can motivate a child to come and play for his football team, yo. I'm just saying of how much of a motivator he could be. Any two ways, I kid you not, and this is just something I'm gonna go off the subject with this one. I mean, no, it's still on the same subject, but Jimmy Johnson, I kid you not, when he was coaching the Cowboys, I kid you not, he was getting interviewed, right? And he said, and the question was, how do you feel about your team getting to the playoffs? You know what his answer to that was? Oh, there's no mistake about it. We're making the playoffs. That was his answer to that, right? Think about that. The dude is, we haven't even played football yet. This is the off season. And this dude is getting interviewed. And his answer to that question was like, oh, there's no mistake about it. We're making the playoffs. That right there shows you the mindset of a coach that is like, we're going to get there. I'm gonna get you there one way or another. We getting there. But it's gonna be your job to get on that field and do what we ask of you. And that is motivation. When you motivate a group of guys to play as a collective unit, to get out on the field and do what they do, it takes a really good coach to motivate them to believe in that message, that mindset, to go out there and do it. And Pete Carroll definitely has that in his repertoire. I'm just saying. Shout out to Pete Carroll, man.
Speaking of motivation, I know a certain group that's always motivating for greatness. Just saying.
I don't know who that. Oh, wait. Oh, you talking about me? Hey! Let's go. Hey, man, motivate yourself to be great. All aspects of life, man. Being the best you already know what the message is, man. Even if it's whatever it is, like, be the best mom, be the best cook, be the best chef, be the best, whatever it is, yo. Be the best at it. You motivate yourself every day when you get out of bed in the morning to go there and do that job. When you get yourself out of bed in the morning to have all that strife and that backlash that the world passes on us every day. You motivate yourself to be great out here in this world. That's what the message is. Be the best you at whatever it is you choose. That will always be the message.
Do your very best and nothing less. Let's go.
I love that. Love that. I just wanted to put Pringle's comment up there because, anybody who wants to chat football. I mean, granted, I don't watch college football, but
I think both teams but Bama just had a tough year, but that game was bull. He said the first Tennessee has won against Bama since 2006. Hey, man, look, Nick Saban is a great coach. He's another coach to me that, he said, I'm going to just take my talents back to college and I'm going to be just the greatest college coach ever. And he definitely has proven that already. I mean, he has multiple titles. We already know that every time when you see the draft come through, Bama is getting players, probably the most players off the team every year, damn near. So that goes to show you of his pedigree and the message that he sends to his players. I mean, but every great team gets beat. And it's not like if they lose against Tennessee, it defines them of who they are. Any team can be beat. It just at the end of the day, it's a wake-up call for them, right? It humbles them, right? Because any team that does go undefeated like that or win so many titles does get the big head. It's just the way it is, okay? If you're not losing, you're gonna always have some type of that arrogant chip somewhere or feel like you're better coming in. I mean, it's human nature. But at the end of the day, shout out to Tennessee for showing like, hey man, just because y'all number one, it don't matter, man. We're here to play. We're here to play too. We're in college. We're just as good as you can be. If one good play, one bad play will turn the whole game around. Y'all know this.
That just tells y'all never underestimate the underdog. I actually root for underdogs.
I never do. Never. Ever. I don't.
I kind of root for the underdogs here with my rogue picks, right?
Hey, look. If you would have mopped the floor with us if you would have kept it up. I'm telling you right now. She's good at those picks.
Whoever
you choose from here on out, you won't get the what from me anymore. You won't get that.
Hey, you know what? I'm with you on that one.
For some of these rogue picks, because you're killing it, man.
I'm gonna have to go rogue too. All three of us go rogue, yeah.
I know. I haven't. Listen. We could look at the rogue pick I did, Dolphins versus Steelers. Now, listen. In my defense, right. It was a close game.
It was.
It could have gone. It could have gone to the Steelers.
The
Dolphins
did
not. Deliver anything that I felt was not fought for. To
be honest, they probably had the best game all night because of how close it was, right? Because that like, I already know me, man. I don't like blowouts. Blowouts to me are boring. They're not fun to watch. I always like the nitty-gritty games when it gets down to the wire, when what coach is going to outsmart the next coach, what play is going to determine the game. And, that's how that game was. But, I mean, still, shout out to Tua Vailoa coming through for the Dolphins, man. Look, that dude, like I said, man, coming back from those concussions, right? And still being able to come back into the game like he never left, right? They're 4-1 with him playing. That's what I was telling you, boy, Radical. Shout out to Radical once again. When Tua comes back, I promise you, it's going to be a different team. And look what happened last night.
Maybe it was a warm-up.
Exactly what I thought. They did exactly what I thought they were going to do.
He didn't play too aggressively, right? But they still won.
Yeah. And actually, he did. I mean, well, in his defense too, though, he definitely was. He ran a few times, which to me he should have slid. He was putting his head down, still trying to.
Yeah, it's like
trying to break tackles. I'm like, bro, you just had two concussions.
Not one, but two. That's
and
something
I'm pretty
very
sure they're going to talk to him. I'm pretty sure they even talked to him about that after the game or whatever. And I'm pretty sure they asked him about that in post game. But at the end of the day, Tua, you need to be careful, dude, because I'm telling you, man.
He's a really good quarterback. He's just got to be more safe with his decisions that he makes.
Yeah,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think he I think they were very protective of him. I think he was a little bit more conservative, but like you said, there were still noticeable moments where maybe he probably should have made a different physical move.
Yeah.
Right. Like
kind of
sliding instead of trying to go.
Yeah. I just want to. Oh, go ahead.
No, whenever you have like 2 concussions, in my mind, man, you have to think about yourself now more than just, man, I got to do this for my team. I got to be that hero. And that's how he played at Bama. And he got hurt too in Bama. I mean, so it's just like his same pedigree of play comes into the league. But, bro, you're in the NFL, bro. These dudes are like, if you're getting hit by one of these guys, it's like you're running into a brick wall. When they hit you, just like, I mean, bro, you got 2 concussions, right? Your brain is moving in your head while you're still. So I'm like, bro, come on, man. It's just, you just got to be careful. Hopefully still they'll talk to him enough to where like, hey, in the next game, bro, just slide, bro, because we don't need to lose you again just trying to make that play. Your health is way more important, guys. It's way more important.
I agree with that 1,010%.
I just, I'm sorry. I just saw Pringle put up the score from that game, 49-52. Where's the defense on that? Where's the defense?
None.
None
your business. So that's not just me. That's not just me. I saw those numbers and I was like, what the fork? How do any of those defensive players even think? I would
go talk to the defensive coordinator. Like, what the heck were you smoking last night? Like, what
were you sleeping the whole game?
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, because shit's not working for you.
Right.
Yo. All right. So I digress. Okay. So we talked about the Dolphins Steelers. Yeah, I lost that one, but that's fine. Like I said, I still think that game could have gone either way. Could have gone in my favor. I think it was close enough. Colts versus the Titans. We all went in on the Titans. They won it over the Colts, but still not that. I mean, 10-19, not a substantial win.
To me, the Tennessee Titans once again, they do what I know what they're always going to do. They will ground and pound you to the cows come home. When you got Derrick Henry in the backfield, you got a 6'4", over 200 and close to 80-pound running back running at you full steam and can run a 4.5. Man, please, you better get out the way. But they pounded it. I know they pounded on them. So I mean, the Colts, granted, they're okay when it comes down to it. But come to think about it, y'all already know Matt Ryan then got benched. He's not even starting next week. So what does that tell you? Matt Ryan for the Colts, he's not even playing next week. He's benched. So
nice knowing you.
It is what it is.
Later, Gators.
So the good news is we all won. Yay!
Yes. Yay!
Yes.
We all it's been in a long
forever. Yes. Together forever.
Together. Next up, and I'm purposefully saving the best for last here, in honor of our missing homeboy. But before we get to that one, Ravens versus Browns. You guys picked the Ravens. Radical and I went for the Browns. Again, extremely close game at 23-20. Okay, any given Sunday could have gone either way. I'm
happy. I'm happy. I stuck with my guns on this.
Hey, and I was with you. I was with you.
I was with you. My own horn, but
hey, let's go.
At the end of the day, all BS aside, though, man. Look, the Browns still aren't a pushover team. They have not been all season.
They've been playing really good with the team.
I'm going to say this: if they would have had Deshaun Watson, that game would have went a different way. No lie, the Browns just didn't have their starting quarterback. I think if they would have had their starting quarterback, it probably would have went differently. But
like I said, I think game.
Like I said, it's always the next man up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not making no excuses. I'm just speaking facts on that, okay? If Deshaun Watson was in that game would have been totally different. We know.
It's funny. I think you even said that when we were making the predictions. I think you had even said if Deshaun was going to be there, you would. I wouldn't have
picked the Ravens to win that game. I would have probably picked the Browns if Deshaun Watson was playing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember.
As much as I love Lamar Jackson, I mean, Deshaun Watson, he's just, in my opinion, a better quarterback, right? He's a true quarterback at the position. Deshaun Watson is, that mobile quarterback who can run and pass, and he's very dynamic. But Deshaun Watson, to me, in the system. It's the system that he's in.
Mm-hmm.
To me, probably the outcome would have been different.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion on that.
You guys want to throw down any stats on that or no?
What was the stats?
Yeah.
Kevin?
So let me go to that real quick. I went to the wrong game. Okay, so okay. Load. Shout out to Spectrum being one of the fastest internets.
You know what?
Out there.
I'm done no,
okay, so
hey,
so Jacoby Brissett went 22 out of 27, 258 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. I mean, that's pretty good stats.
Pretty good stats. We didn't score nothing. That's what, in my opinion, is what cost it.
That's what cost it. And
that's
then
what I'm saying. It goes what I'm saying right there.
And then this is even more bizarre. So Lamar Jackson went 9 out of 16, 120 yards.
Right? What I said, bro. Stats don't lie, man. I'm telling you, stats don't lie.
But in the receiving department, let me just say, he carried it 10 times, 59 yards.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it shows you. Not only is he throwing, he's running. So it definitely makes up. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. If Deshaun Watson, bro, was in that game, mark my words, bro, Ravens probably wouldn't have won that game.
Different outcome.
It would have been. I'm just saying that as much as I love the Ravens, Deshaun Watson is the difference maker. I mean, you have a quarterback that played pretty much perfect, yet they still lost because he didn't score a touchdown. He didn't throw a touchdown.
What's his situation? What's his status?
He's out. He's out till almost over half the season. Like, he was suspended for like 6 games, or I think it was more than that. I think it was 12.
More than that, yeah.
I think it's 12 games.
They keep upping it. I think they keep upping it. So
yeah, I think he's suspended for 12 games. So he's pretty much almost gone for like their whole season. He's not going to be back until pretty much close till the season's over.
Do you think they're going to make any changes with him next year?
No. I mean, they traded everything away to get him. So
they're going to have to stick with it.
With him. I mean, it's just it's not like he was hurt. It's legal matters. You already know that's why he's not playing. So
yeah,
after this season, he'll be there. I think Deshaun Watson is a great pickup for the Browns, and he's going to make a chip on his shoulder. Yeah, and he's going to be coming back with a chip on his shoulder next season. Mark my words. Y'all better look out for the Browns. I'm telling you, they ain't coming to play.
But I mean, okay, yeah, he's good, but is he going to integrate back with the team well? I mean, do we think that his legal drama is really over?
I don't know.
What are we?
I think I
haven't followed it, so I don't.
I think at this point, I can go to another player, Ezekiel Elliott. He was having a phenomenal year, and they suspended him in the middle of the season, so he was gone for like was it
4 games?
Like 4 games, yeah. He was gone in the middle of the season. We were on a roll winning, then they suspend him, and I'm like, oh, how y'all gonna just suspend him just because they were still going on with their investigation or whatever. So they just suspended him for a few games. But like I said, it's just the dynamic of a player as Deshaun Watson at that position. He's going to have a lot to prove when he comes back. When he comes back, I truly believe just following Deshaun Watson since he played at Clemson. You know what I mean? He was good there. They didn't even think that they even had a shot at Alabama when they won their national title. And Deshaun Watson proved them wrong. So I believe he's going to have the same get up, the wanting to come back when he actually gets back with his team. The team is going to respond. Hey, we're better now because we do have Deshaun Watson. I want to play better for this guy. The organization is just going to, to me, swing in his favor. And I think he's going to have a phenomenal year next year. I mean, just give him a full year. And I think Deshaun Watson and them are going to turn their franchise around.
All right. So the team's on board with him coming back and getting their mojo.
They'll be all right. I mean, they do have a former Cowboy in Amari Cooper. I'm just saying.
Hey.
They got a little magic in there. They got a little cowboy magic in there. All right.
Just saying.
Well,
Cowboy
again,
stand up.
It was still a close game, so I think they got a little bit more to prove, but we got to wait for him to come back. All right. Now, You know what time it is.
Hey.
What time is it? What time is it? What time is it?
I'm not even going to front. I'm not going to lie. I've been stalling on purpose to see if I could get him to come back in here. I ain't going to lie. He doesn't know that I was doing that, but I'm telling you, I did my best. You know, he's not here for it. So I got to represent. Hey, yo, you see my Bengals? You see my Bengals? Yeah. My team took the field, yo. Look, 35-17. We trounced the Falcons. Yo.
Hey.
My guy Joe Burrow.
To my fellow partner in crime over there, Radical Foil. No one in their right mind was even gonna go. I wasn't gonna go against them against the Falcons. Come on, bro. Marcus Mariota, please. Hey, a win's a win, though. You got the W. You took care of business. That's what I always say.
You know what?
Take care of business with the teams you're supposed to take care of.
Hey,
I was kind of worried there though, because it was close for a little bit. I was like, oh Lord. I said, don't let them lose. Do not let them lose. If they lose, I'll be like, yeah, no wonder why you didn't show your face.
Hey, in the words of Radical Foil, who they say they're gonna beat them Bengals?
We all need to give a who day in his honor since he's not here to do it.
Who they?
Interestingly enough, I'm starting to see some chatter that backs up the belief that they're gonna take it for their conference.
Oh, you still wanna? All right. So we gotta talk about that. Shine. Listen, y'all gonna eat that cake.
I'm just reading it. That
she said, I'm just a messenger.
I don't know enough.
She's like, I'm just a messenger.
Donnie, and then not only did she threw me under the bus. She was like, listen, she's like, you're gonna eat cake. I'm like, what?
You gotta make it fun, bro.
You know what? I'm with it. I'm with it.
Delicious cake is. You know how delicious cake is. It's really not a bad gig. It's a win-win either way.
Hey,
I agree.
If I lose this, I'm stuffing my face all in that cake, and don't let it.
Just remember, red velvet.
Red velvet is going down. Gotta make sure we can find that cake though, because red velvet gonna be hard to find around the holidays, boy.
I'm telling you. You know what? That day that we have to, if just saying, I don't think we are, but if we just so happen having to eat the cake, I think we should both be in the same. I think we should be in the same area. I think we should eat our cake at the same place, same time.
Have our cake and eat it too, huh?
Oh my God! Can you? I mean, I know that'd be a little harder for Radical and I to get into the same zip code, but I mean, y'all are.
We can make it happen.
We can make it happen.
But it's interesting because even like Burrow, he's like digging in for his team. And I mean, I think he's helping his team keep up that hype, that energy, saying we're hitting our stride. We're excited about where we're at. We've had moments like that all year. It's just about the consistency and spreading that out over an entire game. In the last 2 weeks, we've been able to do that. Mm-hmm. So it's really, really sounds like that he feels the synergy with the team. Mm-hmm. And, you know, part of the momentum forward is just simply having that belief and having someone champion that. And he's doing that for his team.
Yeah.
So,
well, no lie. I mean, shout out still. Joe Burrow has been doing that since college. I mean, look what he did with the Tigers.
LSU.
And he brought them a title that they ain't had in like almost a decade. So, I mean, at this point, the dude's a winner, right? There's no mistake about that. Okay. We know Joe Burrow is a winner. It does whenever he got hurt his first year, he was on a tear. He was on a tear to become the rookie of the year, right? Then the following season, you know, comeback player of the year. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So at the end of the day, Joe Burrow to me just shows true resiliency in his play, especially over the fact that, like, you know, hey, every once in a while, hey, my team might not do well on defense or whatever. They might give up some scores, but I'm still gonna come out here and I'm gonna do my dots. I'm gonna do my part. I'm gonna be that leader that they gave me to be the first round pick in the draft to be. I'm gonna show them. So I mean,
he is a good quarterback.
Shout out to the Bengals once again. They're showing me some life, but it's still a long season.
Hey,
it's a long season.
I'm just saying. I have him, and then I have Tom Brady as my fantasy draft picks. And
he gave you some good points on Sunday. Then
not Brady, but Rodgers. I mean, at this point, they both are not doing good, so it don't matter who name I say out of those two. But I'm just gonna say, Mr. Joe Burrow I'm keeping him as my starting quarterback because we all know he out here doing this thing. I mean, secondary quarterbacks, fantasy. If y'all want to give me Dak, hey, whoever got Dak, hey, we can make a trade. Just saying.
Hey,
Fantasy. How's your boy?
Just saying, man.
Dak is back, baby.
Don't sleep on him.
Don't
sleep on him. I'm telling you, he just getting started, by the way.
Yes.
Just getting started.
All right. Let me see here. So coming up, week 8.
Okay, week 8. Let me pull that up.
I'm gonna give you. So Thursday we've got Ravens, Buccaneers.
Ravens.
You know I'm in.
You already know. Put me down. I'm not going for TB12. Hell to the no.
Yeah, Ravens.
No way.
They got that. They got that.
Tom Brady's not playing well right now. They're on I think a 3 or 4 game losing streak. If they want to have any kind of chance, because I'm telling you right now, the NFC, the conference, is phenomenal. You got 4 teams, I think 4 or 5 teams right now that only lost like 1 or 2 games out of the conference. So, and AFC only got 2 top dogs. To me, that's the Bills and the Chiefs. That's the only 2 teams right now that are the top dogs in the AFC. The NFC, you got about 6 or 7 teams right now that only lost like 1 or 2 games. That's insane. That means that you were literally going to have one of those teams not make the playoffs with a winning record.
Cousin.
That's insane.
You know what else is insane?
Yes.
You can add the Jets to that.
Oh, yeah. The Jets are 5-1, aren't they?
5-2.
5-2. Oh, I said 5. I gave them one other one.
The Jets are 5-2.
Shiny. She look up. She say, "What?"
Yeah, I'm looking at the stats right now. They're 5-2.
Who they just beat? They just beat the heck out of somebody this last week, and we didn't even talk about the game. That's how bad it is.
We skipped over it.
We didn't even pick
Broncos.
They beat the Broncos.
They beat the Broncos.
16-9. Dang. Wow. Who's QBing for the Broncos? Isn't that
That's Russell Wilson, and he's going to be out.
And he's hurt. He's out. He's out for a while.
He got a partially torn hamstring, which I don't know how you get a partially torn hamstring. You stretch, bruh.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good.
Do you stretch, bruh? I mean, I'm just saying, you got to start stretching, man.
You need a lot of help for that one. All right. This one's a tough one for me because I like them both, and I don't know their records or their stats, but I'm torn. Cardinals and the Vikings.
Ooh,
Vikings.
I'm gonna pick the Vikings.
I'm gonna have to go the opposite.
What? You're going against the Vikings?
Hold on, your team, the Vikings, Shiny. What are you doing?
I know, but everybody's spanking Aaron Rodgers this season, and the only reason I went with the Vikings was because they spanked the Packers.
Right.
So,
Johnny, don't do it.
Listen,
no. Look, I said it already. I even went against what I just said. I said what again? So my bad.
No, Shiny, but this is the Vikings, though. She said that was her team.
Yeah, that was her team.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Shiny, think about it.
But here's the thing. I mean, I'm listening. I hear you. Cardinals versus the Saints, 42-34. I mean, offensive. Really? Like, really?
I mean, look. If Kyler plays like how he played, I can see that. But the Vikings are on a tear right now.
Vikings, they only lost 1 game.
The Cardinals.
The Cardinals have lost 4 games.
So, any given Sunday.
You're right.
Listen,
you're absolutely right.
All right. Hey,
you're absolutely right.
You know what?
All I have to say is
what old boy said on
Commanders.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Joel said no on the Commanders. What was the other one that I had the week before?
Man.
Let's
see. What was the other one that I had that you all were like, no way?
She dark horsed this. She dark horsed this on that one, boy. She's the only one that won that thing. I was like,
Falcons versus 49ers.
Yeah.
Guess who got that game?
Mm-hmm.
And you all were like, no way.
Yeah, way for us because we went downhill on that one, bro. We were rolling down the hill we were going up the creek without a paddle on that one.
Oh man.
While she was just like, La-di-da-di-da. Oh, y'all guys are okay down there?
I'm just looking at these games like.
All right, Raiders versus Saints.
Raiders.
Uh,
I'm not going with the Saints no more. The times that I went with them, they let me down. So guess what? Raiders, y'all better get the dub.
I'm gonna go. Man, yeah, I'm gonna go Raiders. I'm not gonna go with the Saints. Screw that, man. I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
Yeah, let's see who you pick. Shiny, who shall you pick?
Saints.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I was just waiting for her to say it.
So,
that almost made my stomach turn.
All right, so Jay, you're going with the Raiders then.
Yes, ma'am.
Officially.
Yes.
The Raiders.
Don't let me down, Raiders.
Don't do it, man. Please don't.
Please don't.
Look, cuz we're already down as it is. I mean, goddamn.
Right. Give us a break, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, if I sink my ship enough, you guys are going to catch up, and then it'll be, a race for greatness.
At that point, right?
Right.
Do we want to talk about Dolphins Lions? Do we want to go on?
Yeah, I do, because again, I don't look past the Lions at all. Every time, I said this last week, I said this yesterday, the Lions are a team that's a quarterback away from being actually a contender. And that's just being real, because they got a pretty stout defense too, regardless of how many points are scored on them at times. They're still a team that's always in the hunt to beat you. And a lot of teams just underestimate the Lions. The Lions just are a quarterback away from, to me, being a contender. So when they get that quarterback, I think they'll be okay.
So you're not going with the Lions?
I am not.
You're going Dolphins?
Yeah, I'm sticking with the Dolphins, baby. Dolphins are if they got Tua in there, they got a good chance of winning.
I can't
He's 5. He's gonna be he's 5-1 when he's starting with them. So
I know, I just can't do it. I can't go with the Dolphins.
She can't.
She's gonna pick the Lions. No.
And I already know.
Hey,
Listen, I already know it's a gimme. I already know it's a gimme. Well, a give you, not give me.
Oh yeah, because she's up. She's like, I can let y'all come in with a few picks.
Hey, you
I'm
know what?
y'all anyway.
I know.
Right. She's like, I got this. One loss I can afford.
Oh gosh. Oh wait. Oh my god. I have to give a shout out to Low to Clown for subscribing. Holy moly.
Nice.
Just like
awesome stuff.
Yeah, I made sure I shouted out.
Well, I want to make sure I call it out, because that's big business.
That's the
shizzle right there. Can I say that's the shizzle?
Yeah.
That's the stuff that butters my biscuit. I don't know if that's appropriate. I don't know.
Butter my biscuit. Oh man. Now we're getting somewhere.
I'll just put it out there.
Oh, now it's bacon.
Where's the fishing hook?
He says shizzle works. There you go. All right, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
But I'm not sorry. Yeah, I got you.
Sorry, not sorry.
Do we want to talk Patriots Jets?
Oh wow! Hey, look! Don't sleep on that game. I think there's going to be a good game.
All right.
It's a division game, and I am not going to pick. I'm actually going to pick the Jets this game.
Let's go.
Me too.
The Jets have a better squad this year. People are sleeping on them. Nobody is talking about them right now, and they're one of the better teams in the AFC. Just saying. Shout out to the Jets, man, for changing the culture, right? Changing the culture of the Jets. I like it.
Can we hear, for the one time, can we hear that Jet chant?
Oh man, remember, hey Cuzzo, man, I got to bring it up, man, but nobody's ever going to forget the butt fumble from Mark Sanchez. Shout out.
Ooh. J-E-T-S. Jets.
I just want to give a quick acknowledgement to Pringle. Yeah, no, we're going through a separate application for this, so the sound alerts are all inactive right now. So I will do my best to refund your points, but yeah, don't be trying to. You will, I swear, you'll get a refund. I just gotta work it out. We'll square up. We'll square up.
Got you.
We'll work it out.
Let's see. So we said Patriots, Jets. So I'll have to square up with Radical on his pick. So Giants and the Seahawks. I'm in for this.
You know what? Cuzzo.
No.
I'm not. Y'all, hell no. You know I'm not picking the Giants. I'm gonna pick the Seahawks. I'm not picking the freaking. I'm not picking the rival. Hell no. I am
Oh
picking
my
the Seahawks
goodness.
to knock the Giants off their high horse asses. Because I've been
Yes.
getting nothing but freaking. Oh, we're better than y'all. We're 6-1. Blah blah blah.
All right, so
blah,
you
blah.
two are in for Seahawks. I'm in for Giants. All right.
What? See, you made me do it again.
Hey, you're famous for the what? You got it. You got to.
I have to compose. I have to compose myself.
I'm sorry. I can't go to this. I can't.
She said it's a.
Listen, if I didn't have so many ex-boyfriends, this would be a lot simpler. But these are emotional. I'm sorry.
She said if I didn't have so many ex-boyfriends,
Jeez.
All right. So, okay, we've decided on that one. Let's see. We've got 49ers Rams.
Are we really gonna go with this one? The Bills Packers?
Oh, you want to talk Bills Packers? Okay.
Oh no, I'm picking the Bills.
All right. Yeah, we are.
Bills, baby. Bills for that one. I mean, look at how Aaron Rodgers is playing, please.
No, dollar bills all day long. Let's hear it. Jay, what are you doing?
Bills.
For a second there, you sounded like you were hesitating and you made me worry. What's up?
Oh
No,
no.
I was looking at this other game. I'm really trying to decide between the 49ers and the Rams. Like that's tough. That's tough.
For real? That's a tough game for you?
3-4 and 3-3. That's rival.
I'm gonna pick the better defense out of the two.
49ers?
I am. That's what I'm picking. I mean, like I said, the Rams are falling short, bro, and the defense is not playing. Aaron Donald's definitely not playing like he should.
49ers
The defense is not playing like they should right now. And
I'm actually agreeing.
I mean, they're not playing
49ers.
like a Super Bowl winning team. They're not playing like that this year. They're on a slump.
You're right. But yeah, 49ers. I'll pick the 49ers.
Bengals versus Browns. You know where I'm at.
Bengals.
Where Brad's at.
I'm just gonna pop. Wow.
The only reason the Browns, the record is 2-5. I
got one.
They don't have their quarterback, so it's just I actually feel like the Bengals might even blow them out the water.
Cuzzo, you in for that?
Which one?
Bengals versus Browns.
Oh, I'll go with the Bengals. I have to because Brissett is not. He's not it. Obviously, he's not gonna give you any interceptions, but he's not gonna give you any touchdowns either. So I can't deal with a quarterback like that.
Can I just say to my favorite unrelated cousin, I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming through like that.
I gotta give credit to what credit is due. I mean, Joe Burrow is, still with the way he's playing, he's doing well. And again, but if the Browns had Deshaun, though, I'm telling you,
it'd be a different pick.
Wow.
It'd be a different pick.
Really?
I am that much of a believer in Deshaun Watson. You can only imagine what he did for the Texans when he was over there for that long.
Yeah.
It's just
true.
The dude's good, man. He's a good player.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know I don't need to ask this next question, but I'm just going to say it. Cowboys versus Bears.
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
We're all going Cowboys, even
Cowboys.
Radical. He just doesn't know it yet.
Dallas Cowboys for life.
Cowboys forever. I don't even care if they have a win.
Cowboys forever.
They could be 0-7 for all I care, and I'm still going Cowboys. Cowboys.
Okay. Cowboys.
Let's see. What else do we have? Did we say Patriots and Jets? Yeah, we did. We did.
Mm-hmm.
We said Raiders, Giants, Seahawks, 49ers, Rams, Bengals, Browns, Cowboys, Bears, Steelers, Eagles. Do we care?
Not really. I mean, the Eagles are going to win that game. The Steelers are coming off of a hard loss. Eagles are undefeated. So
yeah, but wasn't the Steelers game close though?
It was,
but
it was a nail biter though. Sometimes the nail biters kind of hurt more than just like a blowout.
I don't see the Steelers beating the Eagles. If they were, then I would be super shocked.
What's the Eagles record right now?
6-0.
6-0. They're the only undefeated team in the league.
All right.
Steelers are 2-5.
All right. You sold me on it. But damn it, I'm going to be pissed.
Hey, I'm going to say this, though.
You think I want to pick them?
Yo, Cuzzo. Steelers, Chiefs, Chargers.
Chiefs.
Well, Chiefs. I'm not going against Pat Mahomes, so I'm gonna say the Chiefs.
It's Chiefs.
I'll go in with you on that one.
Herbert's not gonna match the consistency. It's Patrick Mahomes, man. He's playing lights out football. Dude's damn near throwing like 430 a game. It's ridiculous.
Who else we got?
I think that's it. Oh, we have the Commanders and Colts.
Yeah, Commanders will win that.
I'll say Commanders too, as much as I despise the rival.
Let's be honest. Even though we don't like the rivals that we have,
we got the better division.
We got the best. We got the best division.
The best
NFC
division
East
in
is
football.
the best division in the NFL right now.
Best division in
As
football.
of right now, we have the best division. So shout out to the NFC East. We see you.
I'm going in with the Commanders too.
Nice.
You got me on board with that one. I can see that one. Is that it? Is that what we got?
I think that's it. Because another game is Jaguars, Broncos. I can care less about that game. Me personally, I don't care.
Titans, Texans. Yeah.
Titans, Texans. No way. I'm not.
Well,
I'm not worried about that one either.
All right.
Not worried about it because the Titans, they're gonna stomp them. They're gonna let them know why they left. They're gonna let them know why they went from Oilers to the Titans.
You're gonna make them wonder why. Like, we're the real Oilers, and even if we got the Titans uniform on, we still gonna kick your ass.
Thanks, guys. Okay, gentlemen, we're at 9:30 practically. So, do you want to do a quick wrap on fantasy, and we'll just close it out?
I will say, if you do not have Patrick Mahomes in your lineup, you are losing your mind. Shout out to also a lot of those Travis Kelce, still one of the best, if not the best tight end in the league right now. That two tandem right there, phenomenal tandem. I can't say Tua in them right now because Tua just got back, but you saw what Tua did when he came back this game. So, I mean, if you still got Tua in your lineup, I would probably start him. But like I said, definitely with weapons, Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, of course, that tandem. I still say if you got Tua in your lineup, match it up with Tyreek Hill or match it up with Waddle. I'm still.
Don't forget Diggs. The Bills.
Yeah, man. Look, hey, Diggs did get another interception this week, right?
Hey. And you know what? Not only that, but his brother on the other side for Buffalo, that Diggs too.
Oh, that Diggs
is a weapon.
They both digging.
Do you dig it? I dig it.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Can you dig it? We can
I'm down with it. But that's my fantasy choices right now for me.
All right. Well, gentlemen, then I will let that conclude this evening's edition of the NFL recap.
I want to say again, guys, thank you so much for still having me.
As always.
I love both you guys, man. This is still a great experience for me. I cannot thank you guys enough for having me on board with this.
Always.
I get so excited every time coming in here, getting ready to talk about the game that I love so very much. I get so excited about doing it. But thank you guys for letting me share, my knowledge of the game with you and still still along for the ride, man, because it's still a long season. We still got plenty of games to cover.
You know what? And this is just, God, I'm still having so much fun with this. I mean, you guys are great. I think we have such a great chemistry.
Yeah,
I agree.
I can't imagine not doing this. And
right. Like missing a week or something, if we missed like a week's or somebody just got, I'm not going to say, I'm not going to jinx nobody for getting sick or anything like that. No, that was me my first week, but hey, we fight through it all. That's what we do.
Yes,
I'm still gonna be here, stick and all. I'm still coming here. I'm gonna be here.
You know what? Thank you. And Jay, same thing. Thank you guys for inviting me to do this. I'm learning a lot, still having fun, and it's entertaining to me.
I
love
agree.
it.
I agree.
Girl, you spread
I
your
agree.
wings. Look at you,
You
being
doing
like
your
an
thing.
angel, knowing that, getting that knowledge up, girl. Get it.
Hey, I see that
Trade.
halo. I see that halo. It's starting to shine bright. It's starting to shine real bright with the wings.
It's bright out here. I'm telling you.
Yes.
They won't be able to tell ShinyHero nothing after this season, man. ShinyHero gonna be
Right.
She's gonna be on it.
Nope.
She's gonna be
Ain't
knowing
telling
more.
nothing.
She's gonna be knowing more than the men out there. She's gonna be like,
I'm
man,
gonna have my
Straight
fantasy
up.
league all ready to go next year. You watch.
Straight up.
I'm still look, getting back into that cheerleading outfit. Ooh, ooh, wee, ooh, ooh.
No, I'm still waiting for somebody to send me either Bengals or cowboy gear so I can
look, don't. Hey, look, cousin. We can make it happen. Look, cousin.
We can.
Watch. Speaking of show come into existence.
Yes.
Watch.
All right, kittens. We're rating out on my channel to a new member, Vision 2216. He's playing. I don't even know what he's playing, but he's doing something over there.
You say he's on Twitch?
Yeah, he's on Twitch. He's actually playing Fortnite right now.
Can you put his name into the chat real quick?
I sure can. Here you go. Let's do a little copy.
Right now.
Do a little pasty. Oh shoot. It just went out. Oh no, nuggets. Hold on. I can put it over here. Put it over here. There you go. You see it over here? There you go.
We're good.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
We're good.
There we go.
Good.
Let's give him some love. Let's start blowing up his chat with all sorts of stuff. You're going to be like, what the fork is happening over here?
Fricker is going on.
Ooh, I got to love yous.
Aww.
Aww. We love it when people acknowledge. Yay.
All the love in the world, yo. We thank you guys. Appreciate it.
We thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. Also, if you guys got YouTube, make sure you check out this. Oh, there we go. Check that out. BigJ Too Lit.
Let me see if I can get my finger under it. There it is.
Hey, yeah, because that's where I'm at. That's where I'm focusing on. So
check out my cousin, man.
I appreciate that. And for those that are on YouTube, make sure you check out MFG DN to be exact, and ShinyHero 2873 and Radical Fool 1796. That's where they are on Twitch. And don't forget your boy on YouTube. Don't forget me, Team Red. That's where we at. So yeah.
Looking forward to it, guys. But love you guys. Thank y'all for having me, and I will leave the studio. It has been a pleasure.
As always, we shall see
y'all
you.
Be easy, yo.
You too.
Have a good night.
Night.
Bye.